everyone, this is my review for the film Jackie. Jackie is directed by Pablo Larrain and stars Natalie Portman as the titular character, First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy. And the story recounts the moments immediately before and soon after the assassination of her husband, President John F. Kennedy. This was a film that was released early December of 2016 and finally got a wide release and had a lot of Oscar buzz for Natalie Portman's portrayal of Jackie Kennedy, and actually got nominated for a Golden Globe for that same performance. So highly anticipated performance along with a highly anticipated movie, and I was definitely excited to check it out. So one big question surrounding this film is, does Natalie Portman really immerse herself into this character? And I believe that she does completely. She really loses herself when she portrays this woman, and showing all of the small expressions and mannerisms, and the voice eventually also gets to where it needs to be. You get used to it as you watch the film. The focus stays on her throughout 90% of the film, I would say. And even in situations where she's with her husband or she's attending certain events, it's always focused on her and how she is reacting to what's going on. The shots in this film were beautiful. You really felt like you were engaged in the story. There were a lot of close-ups to characters' faces and moving shots, dolly shots, where you were moving along with the characters. And I like the way that it gave you that feel that you were inside of the situation that was going on. Another huge positive for this film is the score. I thought the score was amazing. There's a specific score that continuously repeats, and it's one of the best pieces of music that I've heard and in a film in a long time. And every time it came on, you kind of like felt something because you knew what it meant, and that something significant was about to happen. And the way that you can get attached to just a cue in music is a testament to how perfectly it matches with the story and the film as a whole. So obviously dealing with the death of her husband and the impact that that would have on a wife, and also the children, and Jackie worrying about her husband's legacy and what reputation he's going to have after the assassination, it brings out an emotional rawness. And it's not necessarily a sad story that is going to make you cry, but it will make you think about like how heartbreaking it must be to be in the situation that she's in. And you can definitely feel that almost from the beginning when she explains, like there's a specific point where she explains the sound of the bullet and what she was doing when he was in her lap, and it's really heartbreaking stuff. The main setting of the story is through this interview that a reporter is having with her, and that allows for the structure of the story to be non-linear as she flashes back to points right before the assassination, during the assassination, right after the assassination. And I think this works very well because it's giving you certain pieces. It doesn't give you all of the information you need at one time. It's giving you what you need at certain times and comes together as a whole instead of just spoon-feeding you chronological order of events. So in addition to the emotional aspect and the rawness of the story, I like the way that it brings good points on like the idea of history versus truth, and how people are remembered versus what actually happened at that time. You get an inside look onto the characters and different perspectives that were going on. And it's very intellectual. It's not just hitting you over the head with emotion. It allows you to really ponder about the questions that the film presents, especially towards the end. Overall, I really enjoyed how this film was put together. It's very beautiful. I loved all of the shots. I loved all of the musical pieces. Every single one fit incredibly well. None of them made you feel like it wasn't like you should feel this way, so I'm going to put this musical cue here. It really felt like it was a part of the film and not just an extra add-on that they decided to equip the film with. Natalie Portman's performance is incredible. It's not the only positive of the film. This is a great film overall, but she definitely, being the titular character, carries it from beginning to end. You're invested into everything that she says. All of her, again, her mannerisms and her facial expressions are very much focused on, and it brings a realness to the story that they're depicting, and I definitely appreciated that. So I recommend seeing this film if you haven't checked it out, and I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. If you've seen Jackie, comment below, tell me what you thought about the film. Did you like it? And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel for more reviews, and have a good one.